Breaking news, the US government just cut a 1.5 million check for LGBT advocacy in Jamaica. But wait, Trump's administration was on a mission to shut it all down. So what happens now? Is this foreign aid or foreign agenda? Buckle up, because this is a wild ride through international politics, controversy, and Elon Musk roasting government spending. Stay tuned. What did Trump do? Why was USAID under attack? Stick around to find out. Hey, patriotic internet friends and family, welcome back to the channel. In this video, should the US be funding LGBT advocacy through USAID aid donations in Jamaica? This is not the first money I get donated towards the whole alphabet agenda in Jamaica. Who remember in 2022 when Canada donated 9.8 million Canadian dollars, which would have been equivalent to around maybe 1.2 billion Jamaican dollars, to push said reproductive rights, i.e. abortion rights and LGBT rights in Jamaica. Yes, and we saw Olivia Babsy Grange and Juliette Cuthbert Flynn, you see me, when that money was handed over to Jamaica to push that said initiative. So none of this no new, even though Trump take over and I say, alright, look, the adults are in charge, picking them now run America again. No more wasting a US tax dollars money to go towards this garbage of pushing no LGBT agenda, because we're not supposed to use US taxpayers money to do that. So Trump cut that the card, but Canada is still there. We can only hope now say a serious government take over, I mean me attack Trudeau them opposition, win the next election and get out Trudeau party, cause a Trudeau them they donate the 9.8 million Canadian to Jamaica. So make we go back in our time capsule now, where in 2007 when Andrew Holness was the education minister, the teacher them bust out a story that there was this alleged textbook that was to be introduced in the schools, and in that said textbooks you had chapters on same-sex relationship, same-sex marriage, same-sex couple raising children as a family, and the teachers them say no, we not teach our children's that. The church come out and start bonfire as well. So Andrew Holness at the time as the education minister in 2007 come out angrily, very vexed now, you know, and say no go so. So you can see say as far back as 07, the Labour Party, JLP, has always been entangled up in and amongst this whole LGBT agenda where them a try push on the youths, cause of the youths them a target. And we as adults, cause they know say we don't want have nothing to do with that. So the health and family life education curriculum for schools was ordered to be revised in 2012 because that curriculum appeared to be normalizing the homosexual relationship. And in 2014, several children's homes across Kingston and St. Andrew was introduced to a sexual education course within 6 children's homes by human rights group Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ. So apparently me don't know what go on with JFJ. Me don't know if they get hijacked by gay rights promoters or whatever, but JFJ apparently set its sights on Jamaica's most vulnerable children in these said children's home who are wards of the state. So the targeted group for that specific project targeted approximately 120 children ages 12 to 17 at the National Children's Home, St. John's Bosco Boys Home, Elsie Bernard Girls Home, Sunbeam Home for Boys, and Alpha Boys Home. So they were at these private children's home. I teach them everything LGBT and teaching the children to be experts and peer educators. And when I say peer educators, you know, them I teach these wards of the state at the children's home to be gay rights lobbyists, LGBT lobbyists. So guess what now? When them the picnic they go primary school or high school, them I interact with my children children, your children, or everybody's children, and them will try indoctrinate and brainwash our children. So guess what? Them bypass the teachers in the classroom. Because the teacher them in the classroom say, no, we not depend that and we not do it. So them take a different angle. Silent weapons for quiet wars. I say, alright, how we can get in our schools? Basically under the radar and undetected. Somebody come up with that brilliant idea, say, want to, if we teach the picnic them at the children's home, and make when them go school, them start teach the children them about it, them peers about it. So that our happened in 2014, which the PMP in the form of Ronnie Tweets come out and blast the JLP government, and Lisa Hanna, then youth minister, ordered an immediate end to the course. So fast forward to 2016, JLP again, this time Education Minister Roel Reid try push the same agenda in public and private institutions. And Ronnie Tweets again from the PMP come out and blast him and say, no, we will not allow you to push the health and family life education curriculum. We are now going to try groom the minds of our children to become future lobbyists for sexual freedom without boundaries. So for whatever reason, the JLP always at the front and center at this whole LGBT initiative in Jamaica. And this is one of the things when you take foreign aid for foreign countries. Because foreign aid are not helping on. It is to push their agendas and their interests. So all of them money there where you see we get from Canada and USA, you always have strings attached to it. Should any government decide to no, we not take the money, you know what going to happen already. Visa restrictions, tell them tourists to stop coming to Jamaica, block all remittances from coming to Jamaica from these countries, put a travel ban on Jamaica, Canada close down farm work program. So you don't get the picture. So we are always being bullied by these bigger countries where we depend on. That's why BRICS is always the best idea and the best solution for Jamaica's future. Me no see no country in a BRICS a push this agenda. As a matter of fact, the BRICS country them is very anti this agenda. Cause Russia for one depend this none at all. So again, we live in the West. The West always said democracy is the best thing will ever happen. And these communist countries like Russia and China and Cuba them are evil country. But for some reason, it look like the total opposite. And remember, all these agenda is to push the global depopulation agenda. So them need to achieve the depopulation by any means necessary, So it's not as simple as it looks. You get what I say? Who remember when Isaac Buchanan resigns as PNP Human Rights Commission Chairman? Now, in the modern time, we know say human rights is the same as LGBT rights. So even over the PMP is also somewhat on board with this same agenda. So even though we see Ronnie Tweets a burn a fire, Ronnie Tweets is just one man in the PMP. So now we have to pay keen and close attention with a watchful eye on the PMP. Because we don't see where Labour right depend already. So in Jamaica, you have to watch your favorite political parties and your favorite political leaders. Yes, you have to pay keen and close attention to them because guess what? All of them are on board. It will them serve the same master. So you can be in denial and delusional all you want, but oh, my party and my party leader now do this and them now do that and the prime minister now depend that and you realize are you with them say I deal with it? Yeah, go and kid yourself. Do all the mental gymnastics one want. How long you can hide from the truth for? That me want know. You see, the truth never deny the seeker, It's the seeker who always deny the truth. And all of this happen under the JLP government. But as me say, both political parties are on board. Them know them can't touch this directly, because that would mean political suicide for any of the two major political parties in Jamaica. So you will come in place. Them must say, are you responsible for this? a smoke screen, man. Misdirection, smoke and mirrors. For deflect from say, well, the government have to sign off on it. You can't just take up this pan head and say, oh, them will do it. And that's how it work. All of this happen under the Biden-Harris administration, Democrats. So now Trump come in and I say, oh, all of this madness, all of this crap have a tap. You see me? I'm glad Trump come and clean up this whole alphabet situation. Cause watch here. Had the Democrats win, Jamaica would have turned one big aquarium full of aquatic creatures. We not depend that. You see, UE is the liaison, Zin, but UE is not the government. Nothing like this can happen without the government signing off on it. You see, because first and foremost, you cannot go against the morals and the laws of the country. So, the last time I check on paper, in the books, I don't know if they change the law, we don't know, but buggery and them thing there in Jamaica was illegal. So, how una push these aquatic creature agenda and I get paid big money, you see me, 1.5 million US money, going against the wishes and the will of the people. Me not understand. Jamaicans, we need to take a stand. All of this anti-aquatic creature lingo with Jamaica have, that's all we have. We don't really stand for nothing. You see, most Jamaicans pretend and act like they're straight. Videos like them, yeah, no get no views. A lot of people just silent panda matter, yeah. You see me, like, they no see it. Me never did not make this pass and me no cover this a topic here. If we the people no take a stand and put a stop to this, it all reach in a basic school, you know. And your little boy, your little girl will come home and tell her say, she think she want transformer and she want turn transmission. She born in a wrong body. All sort of stupidness. Cause for some reason, Jamaicans love bury their head in the sand like an ostrich and ignore present and obvious dangers. And this is the government's way of, you know, make sure so they hand clean of a situation like this. But we know them have to sign off, Panny, and give the okay and the green light. You get what I say? I saw it run. UE is not the government of Jamaica. UE no have no powers to implement something like this on the population. After we never vote for UE or nobody up UE. When election time come, me no see UE as an option. You see JLP or PMP. So UE has no power in this. UE is more like the scapegoat. So the blowback no go back on a specific political party. So the Democrats in America were the one where did push this woke ideology. So now we have to go put into question the straightness of all our black people and what we see as support the Democratic Party. How can you support and vote for a political party like the Democrats? We are push one agenda like this. How you fi say straight? Me woulda never vote for the Democrats again. That I will separate me from all I know with upon the planet. My political party ever tried that, me cut them off for life. Because what? You are push an ideology that goes against my morals and my values. You see, me don't know about nobody else, but I am a straight heterosexual male. Me love woman. My holy trinity is man, woman, and child. So guess what? We as straight people, we can't stay silent on matters like them here. Women not supposed to stay silent on this because guess what? They are being attacked by our womanhood is now being threatened by transmission, where a transmission I go come in a workplace and have more rights and talk over real biological women. So real biological male hijack and steal womanhood from real biological woman. All of this madness don't make no sense. That's why Republican Nancy Mace, I say USAID under the Democrats, I spend money, billions on the most stupidest and dumbest initiatives. You see me? You spend money to push aquatic creature agendas in other countries in the world is a dumb and stupid initiative. Trump versus LGBTQ advocacy in Jamaica. You see, USAID, the United States Agency for International Development, has been throwing money around like a rich uncle at a family reunion. Millions have gone into LGBTQ plus advocacy, media training, and green transportation across Latin America and the Caribbean. Jamaica specifically, US $1.5 million to strengthen LGBT rights advocacy, a huge deal in a country where this topic is, let's just say, controversial. And Jamaica wasn't the only one cashing in. USAID also spent US $7.9 million training journalists in Sri Lanka to avoid using binary gendered language. US $6 million to promote feminist democracy online, and US $25 million for green transportation in Georgia. We attack the country, not the state in America. But according to Trump's people, this was all a part of a radical, sinister global agenda that needed to be stopped. I 100% agree with that. Enter Republican Nancy Mace, swinging harder than a dancehall artist in a clash. At a recent House Oversight hearing, she lit up USAID for using taxpayer dollars to push what she calls woke ideology overseas. In her words, USAID has been pillaging and plundering the US Treasury on some of the stupidest, just dumbest initiatives, while Americans suffer at home. So of course, the big question was, why is the US funding LGBT advocacy in Jamaica, and does it benefit America? So 2 of the 3 governors on the panel said nope, this doesn't serve America's interest. One governor stayed silent. Zip, probably because they didn't want to get cancelled. Trump's administration wasn't playing games. USAID put on pause for 90 days to reassess where the money was going. Basically, they hit the brakes on international funding and told everyone to chill while they figure things out. But then things got messy. Elon Musk enters the chat. He called USAID's spending a crazy waste of taxpayer money. And let's be honest, this man literally owns a rocket company. If he says it's expensive, it must be. And just when it looked like Trump was about to dismantle USAID completely, a federal judge stepped in and blocked him. He ruled that removing thousands of USAID workers from their jobs and shutting down programs worldwide would cause unnecessary risk and financial burden. Translation: Trump, calm down. You can't just Thanos snap an entire government agency. So where does this leave Jamaica? Well, while the LGBT advocacy funding was already sent out, the future of USAID spending is hanging by a thread. Will Trump or a future Republican governor slash funding altogether? Will Elon Musk buy USAID and turn it into XAID? I'm just kidding, I think. What will happen to USAID funding in Jamaica? Will a new US government cut it off completely? Stay tuned. Here's a summary of the highlights and the key points. USAID sent US $1.5 million to Jamaica for LGBT advocacy. Trump's administration paused foreign aid spending to reassess. Republican Nancy Mace slammed USAID for funding radical social agendas. Elon Musk called it a crazy waste of money. A federal judge blocked Trump from dismantling USAID completely. The future of US-funded LGBT programs in Jamaica remains uncertain. We don't want it to remain uncertain. We want it to stop. That's why we're glad Trump cancel it. Big up yourself, Papa Trump. You're general. I am not pro-JLP, nor am I anti-JLP. I'm not pro-PNP, nor am I anti-PNP. over here we'll cover political topics. You see me? But this is not a political channel. We'll cover popular topics. And the only stance what we take over here so is a better Jamaica. So guess what? If you're two party are the good, we are gonna big them up, and when them are do foolishness, we are gonna call them out. It's that simple. So now I want to hear from you. Should the US be funding LGBT advocacy in Jamaica, or should America focus on its own issues first? Drop a comment below. And if you love breaking down the drama, controversy, and political chaos, hit like, share, and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. And check out this next video where we break down another insane political scandal that's shaking up the world.
1.5 million to promote gays, lesbians, and trans in Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy.
If you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of the DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government.
A long list of crap that this administration is cutting: federal waste and funding, like $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala, $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt, $20 million on a new Cessna